So let's make him do a heavy drill here. Oh, wait a second. Wait. Okay. Woo! That's close. That's close. God, nerf close. Alright. So yeah. This week, let's give him the run drill. Let's give him the rundown. Starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Okay. And run. Okay, so he's probably not going to want to do this. Bliizard, are you not going to react to this? Okay, fine, whatever. Actually, I want to watch that. Next time we do this, I want to watch it, because he's a gel. He's a anomalous blob running around in a circle. I want to see that. Alright, so that was the light drill. Here's the tablet. Okay, now I think... Oh, we'll just keep following this. But I think he'll be okay to do a heavy drill on the 3rd week this month. If not, then we're just gonna have to give him a nut soil and a light drill and just continue what we were doing. Alright, so that was the nut soil. This is the heavy drill. I'm really tempted to try pull, but it just doesn't seem worth it, you know? Alright, let's try it. Let's do meditate. He still doesn't want to do it. That's so weird. That's his best stat. I don't understand. Okay, so heavy drill. Boop. Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe it's because his defense is going down. I didn't even realize that. Gels have such good defense. In fact, they get the +1 on the endure drill. So, yeah, maybe that's why he's not liking it. Because it's like, no, you're taking away my best stat. Best stat. It's actually, it's an okay stat, really. Intelligence and skill are his best stats. Okay, so I just gave him the mint leaf. Can't forget that. Now I give him a light drill. And that's fine. Yeah, let's do run. I want to watch him run around in a circle. This is going to be silly. Alright, run, you bastard. Run! I imagine that's what a slug would look like if it was on cocaine. He like leans forward into it as he's moving. He's like a worm. A lowly worm. Alright, so let's see. 3rd week, I can give him a nut soil. And then... Okay, nut soil. Heavy drill. That is cutting it close. Holy crap. 6 to 9, baby. 6 to 9. Okay, so if I start the week with 8 stress, that is fine. But if I start it with 9, that's too much. Oh boy. Cutting it so close. Or start the week. Start the month off. Alright, so yeah, I already punched in everything. Let's not punch in everything again. Yeah, success. Okay, maybe I will start making him do the swim drill. The only problem is his swim drill isn't going to be as good as his endure drill. Which sounds silly, but I don't know. Like, do I go ahead with that then, or I don't know. Alright, give him the mint leaf, light drill. Yeah, still good. Let's go back to shoot. Oh my goodness, I got the burpees, which is so weird. I've only had water in the last couple hours here. Alright, give him a tablet, and there we go. So it's now sitting at 9. So let's just run through. Yeah, let's just. Oh, I guess I don't have to say that number. Okay. So let's just run through the week here. Yeah, I'm gonna lose him in the swimming pool. He's gonna dissipate and go everywhere. Tried raising monsters? I have tried raising monsters with drugs before. It was just a little experiment. I didn't go all the way with a monster through its entire lifespan with it. But it was interesting. It was really fun because you send him to any kind of drill. Or not any kind of drill, certain drills. You send him to certain drills and he always gets a bonus. Like plus 30 or plus 50. No, plus 30. I don't know. It's no plus 10, I think. I don't know. It's crazy the amount of stats you can get from like Choron and Paradoxine. But let's focus on what I'm doing here. What I'm actually trying to focus on here. Okay, so let's just go through. Let's follow along. So I give him the nut soil, which I'm just gonna do right now. Actually, give him the nut soil. That's set to 0. Okay, so I'm at 9 stress right now. Let's go through the week on the calculator here. So I do a heavy drill, boom, goes up to 57 life index. Next week I give him a mint leaf and a light drill. Week after that, okay, so this is the one where it screws up his lifespan. I would give him a nuts oil and then a heavy drill, and that's too much. So yeah, if the week starts off 0 and 8, and I do that, I can just barely get away with it. Light drill, nuts oil, heavy drill. Yeah. Like a rack or a plant, yeah. I was just thinking that I might try it with the second monster of the combination process, but probably not. I don't see any reason to when I know how to do this better than using drugs. I'm not well enough at using drugs to get a monster where I want it to, so I'm not going to. Maybe if I practice it a little bit, maybe I can play with it for another monster on the list somewhere down the line, but for these guys, just gonna do it old school. Doing it clean. Alright, so I did not add that heavy drill. I need to stay on top of that. If I ever miss something, let me know, because like if I start forgetting to add this stuff, then it's gonna throw it all off. Then I have to throw everything out, flip the desk, and quit. Alright, let's make him run this week. Oh man, his life stat is abysmal. It is so low. I mean, it's gonna get up there once I start sending him to errantries and stuff like that, but it's not good right now. Light drill. Item. This is the week? Yeah, this is the week. Okay, so let's stay here. Let's think about this. Wait a second. Hang on. What is... Let's give him the nuts oil like he needs. Or actually, no, let's not give him the nuts oil just yet. You know, I'm sorry, I got this new toy and now I'm just playing with it. So, playing with the numbers here. Okay, so if I give him a nuts oil heavy drill, that's too much. So if I give him a mint leaf light drill, is that almost better? No. Because then on the next week I'd have to mess around even more and screw things up. Like if I'd give him another one of those. Ooh. But then that would make it... That would probably make him last a lot longer, because then I could give him a tablet and then boom, his stress is like almost minimal. Oh, but then I give him the nuts oil and heavy drill, and then his fatigue is really high. I mean, that's the thing about nuts oil, is that going through it, I would end up losing fatigue over time. Oh, yeah, no, okay. Never mind, let's just give him... Let's just give him the, nuts oil and, a light drill this week. Let's not mess around with a good thing. I mean, we had to. We had to in the first place. Because, I didn't realize that him not liking nuts oil was going to screw him up this bad. So we'll give him a light drill instead of a heavy drill, because otherwise he will die. Well, he won't actually die, but he will get close to dying, and I don't want that. Okay, now I give him the mint leaf. Ah, there we go. Oh, I am so glad I got this. This is so cool. Like, I have to figure out a way I can share this, because this is awesome. I'm sure, like, other better ranchers than I have done this before. But to make this publicly available would be awesome. Which, actually, on that note, I have, I started my own... Oh, come on. Bliizard! Bliizard! I still have to count that as a light drill. Because, I think... I'm trying to remember if failing a drill affects its stress and fatigue. Oh, Bliizard! It is winter for Bliizard! There we go. Now I give him the nut soil, and then he's almost back to where he needs to be. So. And then he can go another 2 months, and then it has to go back to the light drill in the 3rd week. So let's give him the nut soil now on the chart, just so I don't forget. I can send him to an entry, but I'm not going to. I don't need to worry about discounts now, man. I got two Hall of Fame monsters in the freezer right now. I don't need to worry about money. 2 Hall of Fame monsters, and I have 1 monster that I send to expeditions exclusively because I actually don't know why. Somebody requested a monster like long after the deadline to request. Like, I mean, in fairness, it was when I had like 100 subscribers, I think, on YouTube, way back in the day, man. This was like probably 2 years after I started, so it must have been like 6 years ago. I don't know. But I only had 100 subscribers. I had a week of open requests. I got something like 40 requests. That was quite a lot. And somebody like almost a year afterwards says, "Hey, can you raise a dragon?" And I'm like, I'm not even halfway through the list. So instead I got a dragon through great efforts because I had to combine to get the dragon. I named it after him, and I'm using it exclusively for expeditions to get some golden peaches. Which, last time he went, he got two peaches on the 2nd try. But still, he got 2 peaches. What am I doing here? What? Actually, yeah, what am I doing? Let's send him to heavy drill. Alright, take note. He's failing drills. What am I... No, don't take note of that. Take notes that, 4 years after I started playing. Yeah. Oh, no! No, I scolded it! I scolded it! Uh-oh. I did not mean to do that. And now I need to double check. What happens when it fails? Yeah, sorry, Phineas. Or is it Phineas? Phineas? I don't know how to pronounce that name. I only ever see it written. It's like Phineas and Ferb, right? That's how it's pronounced? Anyways. Yeah, I'm sorry that you missed the deadline, but, I mean, you know what I can do for you? Since I'm gonna start doing this combining thing to get monsters, what I can do for you is I can start naming monsters after people in the stream chat. So let me just write down. I'll name Yeah, so okay, so it's Phineas. I'll name the plant that I'm gonna use, combining monster number 2 to make the gel plant. The plant monster I'm gonna use, I can call it Phineas if you'd like. Let's see, now where is... There we go, okay. Fails to drill, Okay. I just had to double check. It's funny because it's my own research. I had to double check my own research that I put on Monster Rancher Metropolis here. And thank goodness. Okay, so when a monster fails a drill, its stress and fatigue stays exactly the same. So I don't have to worry about doing any modifiers for that. Whew, thank goodness. Okay, so it is the second week. I have to give him a mint leaf. It is a sale, but I don't really care about that because, I mean, I could probably save like 2,000 gold. Just ballparking it. Probably save 2,000 gold going to sales instead of just buying regularly. But look at my monies. Look at all of my monies. 328,000 gold. Or monies. I don't even know. I don't know what it is. It just says G, so I'm just assuming that it's gold. It makes sense, right? It's a logical conclusion. Who dat? Okay, so I don't know if anybody has ever had this before, but Google Drive, somebody must have either shared my, my email address or something, or maybe I applied to something that I shouldn't have. Wait, was I following along with that? Yeah, okay, never mind. Never mind, I already hit the button. I keep getting, Drive, Nature and Loyalty. No, when you scold a monster for failing a drill, stress increases, but fatigue stays the same. For failing drills, it's not too bad. If your monster is good-natured and you scold it for failing a drill, it only adds like 2, I think. And then if it's bad-natured, it adds like plus 4 or 6. I don't know the exact numbers, but basically, err on the side of caution. Don't scold your monster, whether it cheats or fails a drill or whatever. It's better practice to not, to not do it. It's just safer that way. Because in my research, you can check it out. It's under, it's Monster Rancher Metropolis, and because it's a newer item, I had to put it under miscellaneous, under Monster Rancher 2. And it's called, an in-depth look at the, where is it? Where is it? I don't see it. There it is. In-depth look at the results of drills. It's like closer to the bottom. There's not a whole lot of new items there, so. But yeah, it goes into, like, it really matters how far on the spectrum your monster is for, like, good-natured and bad-natured. And if you scold it for, cheating or failing a drill, it is astounding how much of a difference it makes. Or it's not good and bad natured. Sorry, it's spoiled. If your monster is like really spoiled, it really changes the results. But if your monster is like Spartan, if you are treating it like a soldier, if you are disciplining it left, right, and center, it doesn't get too bad if you scold it for drills. Like, it reduces it almost to 0 in some cases when you scold it for certain drills. But then your monster's also, like, disciplined to hell,